What's up, everyone? Here is the Sherwood Rekker Legend Pro hockey stick, Sherwood's latest release to their low kick family of sticks. Also the same one that you might have seen Connor Bedard using on some online pictures, as he is the new face of Sherwood now. I've had this stick for a few weeks now. Used it in about 6 or 7 pickup sessions. Really like this stick. It is a legit elite top end stick here. I usually use the Bowers and the Sherwood, some of the bigger names, some Warriors as well too, and this stick feels at this point just as good as any one of those sticks. This is a very interesting stick. There's a lot of technology that Sherwood has put into this stick. Some of the things, the technology that's in here: VR92 blade. You got the black line, 25K carbon weave, dual fire kick point, which is actually really interesting, as well as the ETS, which is an ergo taper shaft, which is very similar to the ripcord trigger sticks that are coming out now, where you have different zones in the shaft and where the shaft sort of is built differently. So in the lower, I guess the middle portion of the shaft, where your lower hand is, you have a convex backhand and a concave forehand. Similar, it feels very similar to those trigger sticks, as I said, where the convex backhand sits nicely in the palm, and your fingers come around and they sit nicely into the concave portion of the front side of the shaft here. So really like that. I do notice it on the ice when you're holding it. It's very comfortable. As you get into the lower third of the shaft, the hosel area, this actually turns into a convex. So backhand convex, forehand convex, and that's likely to reduce the twisting of the blade when you're taking shots, as well as to add to this to the low kick of this stick. Speaking of the kick point, new this year is a dual fire kick point, where there's 2 kick points, similar to some of the earlier vapor sticks that we saw in 2010, 11, 12, where you have 2 kick points. First kick point is down here closer to the hosel. You can see the primary kick point as written out here on the shaft. Secondary kick point lies a little bit further up on the shaft there, to provide that extra push when you're shooting the puck. It's got Featherlight XT technology, which is the weight, adds to the weight reduction of the stick. This stick weighs in about 390-ish grams on paper, if I'm not mistaken. It feels actually a little bit lighter, given that the balance point is right on, spot on this stick. In terms of the blade, we've got the VR92 blade. You can see the logo here on the heel of the backhand side. I believe this is a carryover from previous generation, but this VR92 adds to the vibration reduction from the puck, and also puck feel, adds to the puck feel as well too. I noticed that when I was receiving hard passes, it would actually like stick right on, stick to the blade, where it doesn't bounce off. I didn't really find this to be too much of a pingy sort of feel. What I really liked about this is the actual sound of the puck hitting the blade, where you got this big cracking sound, something similar to maybe like a baseball bat, wooden bat hitting a ball. It's got that same crack. So very different from the Bauer and CCMs. I really like that. Sounds really good as well. In terms of the grip on this stick, the grip really kind of ends a little bit earlier, I guess, to reduce the weight, but it kind of ends up here a little bit higher than other sticks, but and you go into this matte finish at the bottom, but don't really mind that too much. I don't really put my hand that low unless they're, you're a centerman, you're taking some face-offs. But what's really interesting is I guess the grooves on this stick. There's a lot of grooves that kind of swirl and swerve throughout the stick, all the way down into the matte area. And this is actually a topical map of Sherbrooke, Canada, where Sherwood first started. I believe this is a milestone year anniversary for Sherwood, and they added that onto this stick because of that. And I think it's a really nice touch. It looks really, really cool. It's got a bit of that holographic, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's got that little bit of that holographic finish as well too. and you know, it really helps with the grip of the stick as well too. As far as the looks go, I think this is a really nice looking stick. It's got some good pop on a dark base of a stick. So you know, you got the red mixed in with the neon yellow. I think that looks great. And we got the Sherwood logo in the neon yellow there. It really pops. Got the asymmetrical sides of the shaft there. You got the ETS and ergo taper shaft acronym there in the holographic finish. Looks great. Red chrome for this emblem on the forehand, and that same thing goes neon yellow on the backhand into the underbelly. No real underbelly stripe other than this right here. You got the Sherwood logo on the bottom, and you got the Rekker here in this blacked out matte finish down in the lower portion of the shaft. As far as you know, overall performance of this stick, I think you know, this is actually, I've been using the the JetSpeed FT6 Pro as well too, in tandem a little bit as well too, and I keep kind of gravitating towards this one for some reason. Also, the price tag on this is pretty reasonable, relatively speaking. All the top end sticks that are coming out now are generally will run you $399, $389 Canadian. This one is set at $329, so much better compared to the other top end sticks. So if you're in the market for a stick and prefer, you know, a low kick stick, I think give this one a serious go. You know, this is definitely an elite level stick. It's got tons of technology in it that is noticeable on the ice. Personally, for me, can't wait to try this stick. Can't wait for the season to start. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel.